Alright, so in December of 2016, we got Import Export, and it was by no means the best DLC we've ever gotten, but it was a pretty good DLC. But I think it's where the expensive cars and shitty businesses came along. Now, am I saying that Import Export is a bad business? No, I'm not saying that. It's one of the best paying businesses in the game. But the problem is that if you have a really good money-making business, say you're making 100K per crate or whatever, if the cars are costing millions, and I mean millions upon millions of dollars, it kind of defeats the business. Alright, we're going to do a little math. Let's say you wanted to buy the Ruiner 2000. It would take you around 55 vehicle cargo, give or take 4, and with a 15-minute cooldown time for each vehicle, you're looking at anywhere from 12 to 16 hours, on average about 14. And that's just doing vehicle cargo, and that's just getting high-end cars. Now, look, 6 hours or 7 hours in a video game sounds pretty reasonable to me and any other casual gamer. But 14 hours? That's more than half of a fucking day. So yeah, vehicle cargo is a good way of making money. But if the cars are so outrageously priced, it doesn't really matter how well you make money. Even the best money-making methods in the game still aren't going to be able to get you that car any quicker. But, you know, I was obsessed with Knight Rider, so of course I got the car. But, you know, that's just me. I have the time. I'm in middle school, going into high school. I have the time. Not everybody has that time. In fact, most people don't have the time to do that type of shit. Alright, let's move on to the gun running DLC, because I got a lot of shit to talk about that one.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Gun running was a DLC that absolutely fucking outraged me. Alright, first off, let's say you just bought the Bugatti Oppressor. $2.6 million flying fucking bike. You had a paywall to be able to upgrade that bike. Now, a paywall is a amount of money that you have to spend before doing the thing that you want. In this case, to upgrade the Oppressor, you needed a bunker, which is anywhere from about 1.1 to 2.3 million, an MOC, which is going to cost you about 2.5 million, and the vehicles that you needed the MOC to customize cost anywhere from 850,000, which is the Dune FAV, to 2.6 million, which is the Oppressor. Or if you count the Vigilante, that came after gun running though, about 3.75 million. But we're sticking to gun running DLC vehicles, so the Vigilante is excluded. Plus 500k upgrades, give or take 200k. Now let's do the math. Let's get the cheapest bunker with the MOC, which at base you're going to be spending 2.5 million, 1.5 for the semi, 1 million for the upgrade to the vehicle workshop, which is in Bay 3. You're going to be spending about $6.7 million, give or take 300k, which would be about the equivalent of a Megalodon shark card. $1 million short. Now, that's including the price of the Oppressor, which is about $2.6 million. But still, that's a $3.6 million paywall just to be able to upgrade that bike, which also costs $2.6 million. Plus, the business you get to make that money back is slow, it's just a reskin of bikers, and it isn't by any means fun. All of this bullshit alongside a bunch of good vehicles that were nerfed, and you have the second worst DLC that GTA has ever seen, second only to Smuggler's Run. Now, who wants to talk shit about Smuggler's Run? Because I really fucking do.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Worst fucking DLC ever. Hands down, no one can argue with me. This is the worst DLC ever. But you want to know something? And this is something I'm really fucking glad about. Rockstar had repercussions for this one. Alright, take the worst business ever introduced into the game, pair it with the most expensive inventory update ever. All the vehicles in the DLC plus clothing would equal out to $40+ million. And you're going to try to pair that with the shittiest business. I can't believe Rockstar thought that they can get away with that without no one noticing. Now here's a little hypothesis. So, the first 2 months of gun running were GTA Online's most profitable months ever. I'm thinking that they were like, next DLC will make it even more expensive, but with a shittier pay. But believe it or not, Rockstar immediately realized they were mistaken. I dug around on Twitter for days looking for people's response to this DLC, and the results were quite interesting. Everyone on Twitter, everyone on YouTube, everybody was outraged, dude. I saw tons of people saying that they were leaving, no one wants to do these fucking missions anymore. Everyone was just fucking sick and tired of it. People were sick and tired of Rockstar thinking that we were dumbasses and trying to blatantly rip off their fans and their loyal supporters, the people who gave them what they have today. They are tired of the same DLC every 3 months. I mean, I got tired of it a while back, but I'm still here with this fucking game, man. I'm still trying and hoping that they fix their shit, dude. And something else that really showed me that they really fucked up and they actually kind of realized it was that about 2 weeks later, because they never release a drip feed vehicle the week immediately following. I saw that Smugglers Run things were going on sale, and Smugglers Run missions were immediately double money. So it was really obvious that the DLC did super fucking shitty. I mean, Rockstar never, ever, ever immediately put their stuff on sale the second week after the DLC is out, unless the DLC was a complete failure. Do I think they learned anything from this? I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure if they've learned anything from this or if they're gonna try again. That's what I'm worried about, is that they're just gonna try again. I do hope that they learn from their mistake. I mean, you can't do this to your fans, and people started realizing that, and I'm really fucking happy. Currently, it's early November, and I mean like the 2nd of November, and I see discounts on a bunch of Smugglers Run vehicles, and I see double money on Smugglers Run missions. So, since they're still doing it, like every week something Smugglers Run is on sale, or something Smugglers Run is double money, and I'm really fucking happy. It just goes to show how much this fucking DLC failed. Now on to the final DLC, which hasn't even actually been released yet, but it is pretty much a guarantee. We're getting a December DLC, and I'm not sure if you guys know who this guy is, but his name's Yan, and he is on Twitter. You guys should go drop him a follow. I'll link him down in the description. But he's dropping hints as to it being a hipster DLC. Now, this guy has always been correct in the past, and we're going to move on to that now.
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Alright, now there isn't like too much to say about this, except for two things. Yan's pointing toward a hipster DLC, which I wasn't actually around for the original Hipsters DLC, but I was told that it was a very laid-back DLC. Few cars, some clothes, nothing too, outrageous. Not the Oppressor or the goddamn Batmobile Smugglers fucking Run. Now, here's the thing, and this is where the dilemma in my mind arises. It was very, very obvious that Smuggler's Run was a failure, but I can't actually tell if Rockstar is going to try again and try being as greedy as they were with gun running, dial it back just a little tad bit. That way people think that, oh, we've changed, even though they actually haven't, and they probably never will. And I just hope that they're not like, just going to try to dial it back a tad bit. People are going to be fooled by it, and they're going to start buying shark cards. I really hope that doesn't happen. But I really just don't know, guys. I can't tell you here, I can't tell you now, but I can make a hypothesis about what it's going to be about. Now, in gun running, we got a bunch of tattoos about aircrafts. And what do you know, a aircraft DLC came out. And this pattern has been somewhat recognized over the past few DLCs. Actually, far past DLCs. Like bikers and shit, we're talking. But in this current DLC, which is Smuggler's Run, we got a bunch of boat tattoos. So Yan has been dropping hints as to something to do with hipsters. These tattoos are saying boats. I'm not really too sure about what it's going to be about. I really don't have any information. Yan's going to continue to drop leaks, and he's going to drop things here and there until the December DLC comes out, which it's currently early November, so we got about a month. So I would suggest getting your grind on, because we don't have too much time before this DLC ends. They announced the next one, and the new DLC should be here somewhere around mid-December. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about GT.